Should traders trade the news? This is what we're going to talk about today. So please take a seat, because today at 7 o'clock we had an FOMC announcement which caused this massive bullish rally up. And I used to get a lot of questions back in the day from traders whether it is safe to trade this news, the big announcements. What kind of strategies are there to trade the news? Is price action even legit? Does this strategy even works during the news? So let me just start off with this, that the price action is still valid and works just as every other day during the news. The only thing that's gonna be different is probably the volatility. Depends how impactful the news are, but if the news are very impactful, the volatility, obviously is going to increase. But should we trade the news? Is it even worth it? And my general opinion is to skip trading news completely, because it is simply just not worth it. Nobody knows what's gonna happen, because this is just a game of those big hedge funds, big institutions. Goldman says they know and they're planning what they're gonna do way ahead before the news. People thinking that they're gonna predict the news safely, it's just not gonna happen. This is just a big player's game, and the safest way to play this is to wait through the storm, let them do their thing, and the price action is still valid, but start trading like 10-15 minutes after the news and stop trading 10 to 15 minutes before the news. So before the news are going to be announced for like 15 minutes, I would recommend for you to stop trading, because you guys can see what's going to happen. It is happening every single time when there is a big FOMC announcement being predicted. The market will usually go into this consolidation. This is exactly what we have, this big consolidation, and market is really unsure. People are sitting on their hands, they're waiting. And if you trade during the news, the volatility is so big, you can get a lot of slippage. Your stop loss will be way too big. So just avoid trading the news altogether. Wait 15 minutes after it's a little bit settled down, and then you can take your trades. And just wait 15 minutes before the start. Just stop trading, exit your positions. Because I used to hang around when I was starting trading. I used to hang around in TradingView, and there's the chat rooms, and all these people, all those beginners, they used to post their strategies. And what they were trying to do, some of them, they're trying to put their small stop loss at the top and gigantic target profit at the bottom, while simultaneously opening another position with stop loss at the bottom and a huge target profit at the top. So it looked good on paper, and they were trying to basically, when they put all these trades together, the net sum would be profit. But what they don't take into consideration, that the slippage is going to happen when the volatility is so big like this. There's going to be a lot of slippage, and their stop loss is going to be twice as big, even 3 times as big, because of the slippage. This is why it's not safe to trade. And also what's going to happen a lot of times, market will go high enough, but it will not quite reach their target profit, and it's go back, hit their stop loss, and maybe then go in the opposite direction. This was happening so much. This is very unusual when we go just one move like this in the favor. Usually you will go a little bit up and down before we push higher or push lower. So all these people are trying to outsmart the market. Listen guys, you're not going to outsmart the market. This is the big players game. They know what they're doing. They know ahead what they're going to do. And a lot of times they write the news just to fit the price action. Whatever you hear on CNBC talking about the news gonna cause this, news gonna cause this, normally, it will all relate to price action, what's happening on the chart. Because where's that information? Where's the source that they get their information that is doing exactly what they are saying? They're just looking at the chart and they're describing the chart. And the reason why the price action still works even during the news is because it's tied down to human psychology. The humans, every single person who trades, and whoever is placing their trade, they're expecting it to be winner. Otherwise they wouldn't be putting their order in. So everybody expects to be a winner, and they have a reason. They made their analysis, they have their opinion about what's most likely going to happen. So everything is thought out, and nobody is just blindfolded throwing darts at the board and buying or selling blindly. That's not happening. Every single person, they're using some sort of analysis, some sort of judgment. So this is why the patterns still repeat over and over. This is why the price action still works, because human psychology is still the same, and this strategy is tied down to human psychology. And only way this is not going to work is like when Thanos will snap and, you know, will completely redesign human psychology. So avoid trading price action, avoid trading news early while the news are happening. And you guys can see, while we had this rally, we have a new high right here. We have a two-legged pullback. So we have this one leg higher, we have one leg lower, pullback, second leg lower. The legs, I guarantee you, they're almost measured. This is the first leg, little correction, second leg, measured second leg to the tick, two-legged pullback. This correction is over because a lot of people there, they took their profits in. Look how far away you're from EMA. This is why I keep telling you that you can use this EMA as a magnet, because EMA keeps pulling prices closer to it. So look how far away you are from EMA. And from this point on, we have a two-legged pullback, break, and a new low. It's now safe to be looking to go long. We have a first entry short that failed, second entry short that failed, bullish bar, EMA is holding prices. This is the setup, just like any other setup. You know, price action still works, even if it's after the news. So, you know, it is definitely legit. And I want to show you guys one more thing. Just take a look at this pattern. We traded down in a little bit of downtrend. We went into this trading range, so downtrend into trading range. We broke lower, made few legs lower. Then we are reversing. We have a little bit of an uptrend, which played out, a little bit of correction, and then we rallied up higher. And now watch this. This is like a month ago price action. Watch this. We have a downtrend working lower. I specifically found this because I saw this, you know, somewhere in my mind. So this is like a month ago, and we have a price action working lower, downtrend working lower. We went into this trading range, so this is a downtrend into trading range. We made a push lower. We made one more leg lower. Then we have this uptrend, just like we had today. We have this uptrend. You can copy, put it to the top. We have a break, new high. You have this little bit of a bearish correction, and then you rail up higher. This is basically the entire foundation of what happened today happened even on this day. You're working lower into trading range, you broke the trading range, you're working higher, break, new high, bearish correction, and rally up higher. The same thing happened today. You're working lower, trading range, you broke lower, you have this bullish correction, new high, bearish correction, and then a new high. Of course, the moves are going to be a little bit different, but you can see the overall pattern is very similar. It's almost identical, exactly what happened. And this is why the price action works, and this is why, you know, the news, they just reflect what the big players are going to do. And the best way for us is just to follow those big players. It is not worth it to us whether the, you know, Federal Reserves have some positive prognosis, you know, whatever you read or whatever you think is going to happen. Let them do their thing, and we're just going to follow them safely. And just like here, we're going to take a high probability setup because we know how they trade, and we're just following their footsteps. And we're just going to follow the rules, take some nice high probability setup, and it's going to work out at the end fine. So hopefully you guys, you know, understand that the news, you know, let them talk whatever they want to talk. Doesn't really matter. Whatever they say, whatever FOMC, you know, the chairman is saying, doesn't matter. I think he can be pulling, you know, information out of his ass, frankly, because the price action will still reflect the human nature, and it will never change. You can see this will never change. This pattern is very similar to a month ago, and this pattern happened 40 years ago, so it will never be outdated. But I don't want to make this video way too long, so I marked the setups according to our rules. You can see we are working lower. We have a first break, so we are expecting for prices to make a new low, and this would be the one trade that you probably would have gotten trapped here, because we have a new high right here, first entry long, pullback, second entry long that failed, but this was just a trap, and you would have gotten stopped out here just for whatever reason, and then you had the chance to re-enter and get your money back and even more. Because we are still looking to make a new low of this downtrend according to trendline rules. So we're working lower, trend line broke, we are expecting a new low, first entry long, second entry long, that failed, but you had another chance. Sometimes they like to fake out these people. It doesn't happen often. I'm actually surprised it happened right here, but it happens. And then you actually don't have a new low because we are one tick higher right here, but You bounce off here. It looks like a new low. It is close to being a new low. It is a double bottom right here. First entry short. You push through the EMA. Second entry short. Reversal pattern. You are coming off the support. Two-legged pullback. Second entry short that failed. You have to go long here because we're expecting for prices to reach this upper resistance. You have a break. Two legs to a new high. Perfect price action. And I like this setup, even though it is just a first entry and we are waiting for second entries as a high probability setup, because you have a now clearly defined resistance. Three tops right here that clearly fit. And I like the way we push through the EMA. This is such a gigantic leg down. And you have a nice pullback to the EMA. EMA is holding prices to the T. I think it was worth taking a shot here just because it is such a nice breakout pullback sort of. It is such a nice move down. And you know, you're expecting probably to move to go lower because you should have been trading up higher. There is almost no bullish activity happening. Each time you go higher, you just make one little move, you instantly slap back. One little move, you instantly slap back. So yeah, even though it's just the first entry, it is a little bit aggressive. You may skip it because you want to probably wait for second entries. And I agree. But, you know, this trade is worth taking a shot. Then we have a definitely new low. And the reason why I like taking the second entry short, we have a double bottom right here. First entry short, second entry short at the EMA. Support is acting now as a resistance. I like taking it because of what happened on this day. Because you as well have a new low right here. You have a first entry short, second entry short, but you're far away from EMA and went way too close to the lows. And you pushed higher and you made this one more leg down. And this is exactly why I like taking the second entry short at the EMA. Because the price action just worked like that. And you guys can see now we have this break and a new low. And you're expecting probably a reversal or some sort of a correction. And you guys can see we have a first entry short. We creep a little bit higher above the EMA. Second entry short that failed. But unfortunately, there was no way for us to enter because this bar is way too big and you're going long already at the very high. So, but you get the next chance when the EMA is holding prices, trend line is holding prices. It is a key entry point, two key entry points that are merging, which is perfect for us. We are looking for a reversal pattern and we are looking for prices to overall reverse from here because we have a break, new low, one more leg to a new low, and we are moving above the EMA. We are working up higher. We have a new high right here. First entry long, pullback. Second entry long, two-legged move once again. Break and a new low. So this correction has played out. We have to draw the short-term trend lines for this correction to play out. Two-legged pullback, second entry long. We close a little bit above the EMA or at the EMA, but we're expecting a new high of this uptrend working up higher according to our rules. Break, new high. We're working up higher. And now this uptrend has played out. We have a break, two legs to a new high. We push through EMA. We have a first entry long, pullback, second entry long that failed. You know, good setup to take because we're waiting for a new low of this short-term trend line, and we got a new low. And this was, you know, at this point you don't really know it's gonna look congested because it doesn't look congested at all. I mean, you still got some time before the FOMC, but at this point on, you know, the prices will go into consolidation and a lot of people will wait. And just be careful because you can get, and I would even exit the runners here. That's my for example, if you went short right here and if you hadn't gotten stopped out or you kept your stop one tick above here or whatever management you use, exit even before the news. I know it is very tempting to the notion that you can catch a gigantic runner, but you know, if you're on the wrong side, you can have a slippage, and it is not your broker's fault. The broker is innocent here because that's just the volatility got spiked up so much that, you know, whatever broker you're using, you're gonna have a slippage most likely when you're holding the position during the news. And this is the trade that we already talked about. Two-legged pullback. This downtrend played out, so now our thoughts about going long are resuming here. You push through the EMA, two-legged pullback, second entry short that failed, and EMA is holding prices nicely. And voila, perfect price action to the T. So yeah, I apologize, I run through the trades a little bit too quickly, but we talked about the news and I don't want this video to be way too long. So hopefully you guys are a little bit smarter, or actually you guys know my opinion about the news, so you can do with it as you please. So I'm gonna see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.